Hi friends, tracy.bish here, Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. Welcome to my channel. I'm so happy that you're here for the monochromatic Instagram hop for this week. Our theme, or our colour challenge, is Misty Moonlight, which is super fun. I love my blues. So I'm using a few products which I'll share with you as we go through. But I'm super excited to share this card with you because it actually turned out so well. So I'm starting off with a piece of A4 basic white thick cardstock. This is A4, so I'm going to cut in half, score in half, and then we have our card base. This is our standard size for Australia, so really easy. Now I'm using some DSP from the annual catalogue, the Delightfully Eclectic DSP, which is a huge big stack. I have quite a bit of that left, and I really need to get in and create a few more products or projects with this DSP because it's a huge pack. Okay, so I have my card base here. I'm also having a piece of Misty Moonlight cardstock. This measures 3 5/8 by 5.5. We're going to layer that with the Delightfully Eclectic DSP, and then we're going to do some die cutting as well. So as usual, I am creating this card in real time. I'm not really sure how my card's going to turn out, or what exactly I'm 100% doing. I have a little bit of thought in my head of what I'm going to do, but it changes as I go, and I'm actually really enjoying creating this way. I'm doing all my monochromatic Instagram hops this way, and yeah, it's actually been really fun to do because although most of my cards don't turn out exactly how I have it in my head, but that's the way crafting goes. Most of my cards don't turn out exactly how I want them to, but they still turn out and are beautiful. So that is the main thing. So here's that Delightfully Eclectic DSP. It measures 1.5 by 5.5, and we're just going to use a little strip of that for the side of the card front. I just wanted to add a little bit of DSP in there, so I'm just trying to work out my measurements. So did I say that the Misty Moonlight card for the matting was 3 5/8 by 5.5? I'm not sure if I did, but anyway. So I have that in my head. I'm also using the Nested Essentials dies. Now, I really love these dies. I love it, good nesting. I also have my Simply Elegant, I've got so many products in my head, it's hard to keep up. That other set is a really great one as well, one of my favourites. So I've grabbed 2 of the Nested Essential dies. We're going to die cut those in Misty Moonlight for the larger one, Basic White for the smaller one. Obviously, we're gonna do a little bit of stamping on this card. So I'm using the Earthen Textures stamp set. You can find that in the current annual catalogue, page 7071. It's actually a suite, so we're going to be using that bundle with, I don't know what it's like a big feather. I know there's probably, there is a name for it. I just don't know what it is. But I really like that stamp, so that's why I went with that one. I'm also going to do a little bit of stamping in the background, so I haven't decided on that yet, but I do come back and stamp the background, which I'm really happy that I did because it really stepped it up from being, fairly plain to giving it some real good life. So here's the Earthen Textures bundle. This bundle is really good. I wish I had bought it when the catalogue first came out. Unfortunately, it was one of those ones that I did not buy until later on, and I'm kicking myself because it's such a great bundle to have. So I'm using this stamp set here, and we're going to be stamping with the Misty Moonlight ink. I also have that little die there. I want to create a little scene with my stamping of this feathery leaf in the pot. So that's what we're going to go with. I'm also going to do, second and third generation stamping here. We're going to stamp one time in the center, so where that little pot's coming out, and then I'm just going to add a few layers on either side just to give it that little bit of extra thickness and fill it up a little bit, which, you know, it looks good. I like how it came out. So I do have that little die cut piece there. It's the top of the larger pot, but I've sort of got it right on the edge of the die cut matting piece, and you know, it sort of looks like we're a picture of it, but it's chopped off a little bit, and I thought that was really cute. So a great way of using that extra die. So once we're going to pop these together, I've also got my Simply Elegant trim. This is in the gold and silver from the annual catalogue. Unfortunately, it's not carrying over to the new catalogue. So disappointed, because it's been my very favourite for the last couple of years, and I'm so glad that, you know, they Stampin' Up kept it as long as they did. So here I'm trying to work out what else I want to add. You know, like I said, it's a little bit plain in the background, so I'm trying to work out what can I add to really liven up this card. And we're going to come in and we're going to stamp the thank you all the way down that side, which I think turned out really well. Now, if you're in need of any of the supplies that I've used on today's card, you can purchase in my online store. There is a link in the description of this video for my online store. There's also a link to this month's host code. So if you are placing an order, please use the host code. What the host code will do will make sure that you receive your handmade card for this month. You'll also receive the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle, which is amazing. It's using the Let's Go Fishing suite from the annual catalogue. So great masculine cards in this whole bundle tutorial. There's 12 cards in all. And if you spend over $65 in product before shipping, you'll also receive this month's bundle tutorial, which is an amazing bundle tutorial. I think there's 43 projects in this month's tutorial bundle, so lots and lots of great fun there. Now, all the measurements and supplies you'll find for this card over on the blog post, and you can see that in the description of this video. Everything that you need you'll find in the description of this video, and you can head over to my blog for more information, more detailed information, which is fantastic. So once we have the thank you all the way down, I think this really does make the card stand out just that little bit more. Now, this is an Instagram hop, so if you would like to check out what everyone else is creating using the Misty Moonlight theme, you can head over to Instagram, look up my handle at @tracy.bish, and start the hop there. Now, each week the ladies come out with some really great cards, so please go and check those out. Make sure that you leave them a comment. Start following them if you haven't already started to follow them, if you enjoy the card. So yeah, so we're just gluing those pieces down. So we've got the Misty Moonlight cardstock, our DSP, and then I've glued my two nested shape dies together. We're going to pop those up with Stampin' Dimensionals, just, you have that little bit of pop as well. And then we're going to take that little Simply Elegant trim, and I'm sort of deciding whether I want gold or silver. I went with silver, sorry. Silver works really well with blues. That's what I've found, and yeah, I do love how it turned out. So to secure this little bow, I'm going to use the mini glue dots. That's what they're called, mini glue dots. Can you tell that it's late at night? I'm trying to do this on a Sunday night and get some videos all ready to go. I'm feeling a little bit behind in all my tasks, but I'm getting there. So hopefully it's not too annoying for you that I forget what I'm saying half the time. It'll be fine. We'll get there. Yeah, so this is pretty much the card. I haven't used any bling or anything like that. No Wink of Stella, but that little bit of a bow with the metallics, I think really sets the card off. So I really hope that you've enjoyed today's card. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd love it if you left me a comment. If you haven't hit subscribe, you could do that as well. And if you would like to see what everyone else is creating using this Misty Moonlight theme, all you need to do is go and check it out over on Instagram. And yeah, if you're not following me on Instagram, I would love it if you did. Alright, so a little bit of a glue dot. Now, the trick with glue dots is if you're attaching twine, the best way of doing it is to just roll it a little bit with your pokey tool, your take my pick tool, whatever you're using. Just roll it a little bit and it'll be a little bit smaller, so you don't have that adhesive sticking out, which is, you don't want that sticking out and attaching to other things. So that works really well. Add a few dimensionals to the back here and we are done. I love how this turned out. I think this is a really great colour. I love all my blues and I love how this card turned out. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have an amazing weekend. I'll be back with another video tomorrow, Sunday, for Tracy's Sunday Challenge. So if you are looking for a little bit of fun, a little bit of creative enjoyment, come and join in Tracy's Sunday Challenge. I have a new theme each week. All you need to do is create a card, pop it over on my business Facebook page and share your creativity with everyone, because that will help everyone if you're sharing your creativity. Alright, so I'll sort of muck around with where I want it on the left hand side, right hand side. I've gone with the middle on the left hand side and we're just going to glue that whole piece down to the card base. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great rest of your weekend and I'll see you all really soon. Bye bye.